what we're going to talk through is the integration, the connection between the data security teams and the Security Operations Center, the SOC. And so what I'm going to walk through is the integration between Cloud Pack for Security cases and Guardium Insights. What you're seeing is the Guardium Insights login screen. I'm going to start by setting up the ticketing integration between Guardium Insights and Cloud Pack for Security. So we'll start off by this was the one-time setup. Once you have this in place, it's good to go for the future. We'll add a new connection, a new account. And you can see here that I have a choice of ticketing systems. We're going to select to connect to Cloud Pack for Security. And, like with many connectivity connections between different systems, we're going to provide the right URL. We're going to provide an API key. This is coming from Cloud Pack for Security API keys. And I've created this key previously, and I have a secret along with it. I won't show you the creation of that, but we'll pull in that secret. Hang on a sec. There we go. And that's just about all there is to it. So the connection between these two systems, easy to set up, and that's actually something that will come more out of the box in future releases. And this is specifically to IBM Cloud Pack for Security, but you also saw the option for ServiceNow. On the ticket template, so this is something where you can see here we have the summary. It's going to specify that we have something coming in from IBM Guardium Insights. And we also have the ability to substitute fields. You see the little $sign. It'll pull in a specific field in order to feed that into the ticketing system. Pretty standard, way to map different fields from one system to another. And that makes it really easy to extract data and do so bidirectionally. Also choose the assignment of the ticket, and you can see up at the top there's also the ticket type. This is other, and that will drive the playbook in the source system. All right, so switching users real quick. All right, so let's see here. We got case management here. I'll switch to the Cloud Pack for Security case management page. And you can see the list of cases in a second. I'm using the terms ticket and case interchangeably. They're the same collection of information. And now we'll dive into the anomalies, right? So you can see there's a list of anomalies that Guardium Insights has surfaced: data modification, abnormal resources access, and we'll drill into abnormal type of SQL operation. So here's an anomaly that looks like it's highly suspicious, and I'm going to choose to create a ticket. You see up in the top right, and that's going to allow me to bring in that information from those variables that we defined a minute ago. I'll choose to assign it to a specific person by their email address. I could change the content here, but I'll just leave it the way it is and hit create. So you can see that's been updated with some information about the case that was created. There's a link to that case, and that brings me directly into the case in Cloud Pack for Security. There's a whole lot more information here. Right? There's details, there's tasks, there's a lot of different fields here, and you can see that the assignee was brought over as well. And from here, I can change the workflow. I can close the case, but this is now it's out of just the data security world and into the broader SOAR workflow. So just to close the link, right? It's end to end. You can see here that ticket number 2117 and 2115 and 2116 were all created. I think this will be updated in just a second. I think I made those a little bit earlier. So we'll refresh. Refresh on both sides. And we've created ticket number should be 2118. You can see it here on that top row. So it's reflected on both sides, on both the SOAR side and on the Guardium Insights side. So there's a little bit of a overview of case management in cloud vector security, case management with Guardium Insights. This is something that's going to be available in our release coming out in just a couple of weeks. And that's really all around that response side, right? We've been able to discover, understand, and respond. And the response piece is a really critical part to be able to act on the information that we've uncovered. So just a few highlights around those three themes, right? So being able to discover the insights that Guardium Insights is able to surface, and being able to discover activity, whether that and classify that activity as potentially suspicious or low risk. Right? Being able to have reports that you can build, reports that are out of the box, but also customizable based on your unique situation, circumstances, and the type of insights that you need to try and uncover. Being able to schedule those reports is also a key capability to be able to make sure that security is not a one-off event, but it's a habit, a practice. Tracking how data is accessed, how it's shared, who's interacting with the data sets that you're monitoring. That's the way that you really, truly are able to uncover those hidden threats and reduce those risks. From that data set, from that discovery, being able to apply analytics to that insight, being able to apply analytics to that data allows you to uncover and analyze those risks, be able to prioritize. So Guardium Insights provides advanced analytics with machine learning algorithms to surface anomalies based not only on the patterns of behavior, but how those patterns match or differ from historical trends that we've seen in the data that we're collecting. That can be, for example, if a banking transaction typically has 6 steps, a credit and a debit from one to the other, and a few SQL transactions associated with that. If we've seen a history of 6 months worth of transactions that look similar with those 6 steps, then all of a sudden we see one with 5 steps or 4, that's going to be flagged as anomalous. That's going to be flagged as a potentially risky and suspicious set of activities. And then finally, being able to respond, right? I just walked through the orchestration and automation around creating a ticket and being able to act on that. And that was something that we saw clicking manually to create that ticket. That's something that can be done automatically, right? If you have anomalies with a sufficient score of the confidence level that it's an anomaly and the risk level associated with that, then you might choose to automatically open a ticket and be able to shorten that feedback loop even tighter. So finally, this is all based around, improving your security posture, improving your data security efficiency. We've seen that clients, who are able to put this into practice are able to improve pretty substantially in these 3 categories, right? A 67% increase in uncovering misconfigurations and problems with vulnerabilities in data sources, a 50% increase in the accuracy of data classification, and I think really critically, a 42% decrease in the amount of time spent remediating data security issues. This last one's a big one. In a 2019 Ponemon Institute study, I believe that over half, I think it was about 60% of the Security Operations Center team's time was spent dealing with data security issues. So you think about, you've got your SOC of 7 or 10 people, and if they're spending 60% of their time remediating data security issues, and they can drop that almost in half, that's huge. That gives you a huge increase in ability to focus on other burning priorities, which is always a long list. And so it's not just the percentage of time, but also the absolute amount of time savings that this leads to. That's a really powerful outcome for our clients. So Ryan, that's about all I had from my end.
So, and thank you, Reed, for going through those sites, getting into the meat of Guardium Insights there. For additional learning, for anyone that wants to get more info after this call, we also have obviously our product page for Guardium Insights, and these are all in the resources section of your current view as you're watching this webinar. We have an interactive demo that goes through 3 of the major pillars of Guardium Insights. It's a demo at your own pace, complete with video demos, complete with voiceover, to make sure that you can learn everything there is to know about the solution, especially as it pertains to your specific needs and interests around data security. And finally, if you want to learn more about Cloud Pak for Security, you can visit the Cloud Pak for Security product page as well at IBM.com.
So huge thanks to Ryan and Reed, both of our speakers today, as well as everybody who joined us. We very much appreciate your valuable time, and we hope to see you at another webinar in the future. Thanks so much.